Have you ever met someone who seems to have it all together all the time? They're always calm, cool, and collected, no matter what life throws at them. It's like they're a fortress, with walls so high you can't even get a peek inside. We often admire these people for their strength and resilience, but have you ever wondered what's really going on behind that perfectly composed exterior? What does it truly mean to hide your emotions too well? Today we're diving deep into the psychology of emotional concealment. It's a journey that might surprise you, and you might even see a bit of yourself along the way. So, why do people become masters of hiding their feelings? It's not something that happens overnight. Often the roots go way back to childhood. Imagine a home where expressing emotions like sadness or anger was discouraged, or maybe even punished. A child might learn that showing vulnerability is unsafe, so they start building those emotional walls brick by brick. They learn that being strong means being stoic. Another common reason is a history of trauma or deep hurt. When you've been let down or betrayed after opening up, your brain's natural defense mechanism kicks in. It says, "Never again. I will not give anyone the power to hurt me like that." So you lock your feelings away in a vault, believing it's the only way to stay safe. Social pressure also plays a huge role. Think about the classic stereotypes. Men don't cry, or be a strong, independent woman who doesn't need anyone. These cultural messages teach us that certain emotions are signs of weakness. We are told to keep a stiff upper lip or put on a brave face. In many professional environments, being overly emotional is seen as unprofessional, so we learn to wear a mask, presenting a version of ourselves that we believe is more acceptable to the world, leaving our true feelings in the shadows. It becomes a habit, a second nature, to the point where we might not even realize we're doing it anymore. Living this way can feel like you're carrying a massive, invisible weight on your shoulders. It's exhausting, constantly monitoring your expressions, choosing your words carefully, and pushing down what you really feel takes a tremendous amount of mental and emotional energy. This is what psychologists call emotional labor. Over time, this constant self-suppression can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. You can do it for a while, but it takes constant effort, and eventually it's going to pop up, often when you least expect it. One of the most profound consequences of hiding emotions is the impact it has on our relationships. Genuine connection is built on vulnerability and authenticity. When we hide our true selves, we prevent others from truly knowing us. Friends and partners might feel kept at a distance, like they can never quite break through. They might say things like, "I feel like I don't really know you," or "I can't tell what you're thinking." This can lead to a deep sense of loneliness. Even when you're surrounded by people, you're physically present, but emotionally, you're on a deserted island all by yourself. So what does this look like in everyday life? The person who hides their emotions might be the friend who always says, "I'm fine," even when they're clearly not. They're the ones who use humor to deflect from serious conversations. They might be workaholics, burying themselves in tasks to avoid confronting their inner world. Another common sign is intellectualizing feelings. Instead of saying, "I'm so hurt," they might say, "It's interesting to analyze the socio-psychological reasons for this situation." They talk about feelings, but they don't feel them. It's a clever defense mechanism that keeps emotions at a safe analytical distance. But here's the crucial thing to understand. Hiding emotions is not a character flaw. It's a survival strategy. It's a testament to a person's resilience and their ability to endure difficult circumstances. If you recognize this pattern in yourself, the first step is to approach it with self-compassion, not judgment. You built these walls to protect yourself. Now the question is whether those walls are still serving you, or if they're keeping you from the connection and joy you deserve. So how can we start to safely dismantle these walls? It's a slow and gentle process. It starts with simply acknowledging your own feelings, even if it's just to yourself. You could try journaling. Write down what you're feeling without any filter or judgment. "Today, I felt angry when my boss ignored my idea. I felt sad when my friend cancelled our plans." No need to analyze it, just name it. This simple act of naming your emotions is incredibly powerful. It validates your inner experience and tells your brain, it's okay to feel this. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. This isn't about emptying your mind. It's about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When a strong feeling comes up, instead of immediately pushing it away, just sit with it for a moment. Notice how it feels in your body. Is your chest tight? Is your stomach in knots? Just observe it, like you're a curious scientist. You'll realize that feelings are like waves. They rise, they peak, and then they recede. They won't destroy you. By learning to sit with your emotions, you take away their power to control you from the shadows. And finally, the most courageous step is to practice sharing your feelings with a trusted person. This doesn't mean you have to pour your heart out to everyone. Start small. Pick one person, a close friend, a partner, a family member, or a therapist who you know is a safe and non-judgmental listener. You can start with something simple like, "I'm feeling a bit stressed about work today," or "I was a little disappointed about that." See how it feels. It might be scary at first, but each small act of vulnerability strengthens your emotional muscles and builds deeper, more authentic connections. Remember, a therapist can provide a safe, confidential space to explore these patterns and learn healthier coping strategies. There is immense strength in seeking support. If you've spent your life hiding your emotions, learning to open up is like learning a new language. It will feel awkward and unfamiliar at first, but with practice it will become more natural. The reward is a life that is richer, more connected, and more authentic. It's the freedom to be your whole self, not just the parts you think are acceptable. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content about psychology and self-growth. Let me know in the comments, do you recognize this pattern in yourself or someone you know? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take care and be kind to yourself.